Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to look at the use of logarithms in evaluation of numerical cases. For example, in number 6, we are told use tables of logarithms to evaluate the square root of 42.13 multiplied by 0.06588, then divided by 3.5 squared. So I taught you the other time that this kind of a question should be organized in a very decent way, such that you need the number here, then you need the standard form of the number, and then the number's logarithm at this point. So now this is what we're going to solve. We're going to arrange the work here. There is 42.13 as the first number. So 4.213 multiplied by 10 power 1. So the logarithm begins with, because the logarithm has two parts, the characteristic, which is the whole number part, then the mandisa, the decimal part. The characteristic comprises of the index of 10 at this point, which is 1, then point. Now the mandisa should be read from the math table such that we need 4.213. So 4.213, 4.2. So I have a 4.2 at this point, 4.2, then 1, then where there is 3, I'm seeing a 3 here. Therefore, 4.1, 4.213, 4.213, 2, 1, then 3 is here. I'm going to have 6243, whereby I add 3 at this end. So 6246. 6246. That is the logarithm for the first number. The second number, which is 0.06588, now will be written as 6.588 multiplied by 10 power. We have a -2. So the logarithm is going to be by 2.65, then 88. 65, then 88. So we go to 65, then 8, which is here. So down there we have this, then again at 8, because we want 6588. So we add whatever is at 8, and this is 6. So we're going to have a 6 here, so that we get 8188. 8188. Now the two numbers in the numerator have been multiplied, so we add their logarithms. This is going to give us 4 because of 14 carry 1, 13 carry 1, 4, 4 because of 14 carry 1. So this is 2 by 2, which makes this one a 0. Something else we should know is that there is a square root sign for the numerator alone. So this means we divide by 2, or this, we divide by 2, or rather we multiply by half, and the logarithm is going to become 0.2217. So that is the logarithm, the general logarithm from the numerator. So now we are having 3.5 squared. So 3.5, which is 3.5 times 10 power 0. So the logarithm begins with 0 point. We go to 3.5. So 3.5 is 5441. 5441. Now, because of the power 2, the logarithm part should be multiplied by 2. This is going to give us, a 2, 8, 8, then a 0 carry 1. This becomes 1. So 1.08 0.82. That is the general logarithm from the denominator. Now, because you have the general logarithm from the numerator and that from the denominator, and we also know that the numerator and the denominator have been divided, then we have to subtract the general logarithms. So 7 minus 2, 5. It's going to be 11 minus 8, 3. It's going to be 11 again minus 8, 3. It's going to be 1 now because we've borrowed. So we get 1 here. So this is 0 minus 1. It becomes a bar 1 since it is on the logarithm side. You can't say negative 1. It should be bar 1 because strictly it is the characteristic which is negative. The mantissa is positive. So now that we've dealt with the logarithms, we can get backwards until now we find the number whose log is this, and that becomes our answer. Therefore, 10 power negative 1 because of this part. So the anti-log of the characteristic part becomes 10, and the characteristic is our index for 10. So times 10 power negative 1. Then the anti-log of 1335 can be read. 1335. So we go for anti-logs. So these are the anti-logarithms. 0 point. We've said 1335. So 1335. So at 3, we got this. Then at 5, what we have is a 2. Therefore, we're going to have a 2 here, which will be 1.35. And because this becomes a 10, it will be 0, then 6. So 1.360. 1.360. 1.360. Then now when we multiply by 10 power negative 1, this becomes a 0.1360. So this is the final answer.